You're such an asshole.
Hello, children. I think we're going to do 2 more videos from the Southern Command, and old Cabby gets to fly back home. Dear asshole, I'd like a video request. Please keep me as anonymous as possible. You're a young man majoring in STEM someplace in Canada. Is that anonymous enough for you? I have decided to take a break from my studies in order to work for paid internships. 4, not 4 paid, but the number 4. They'll give me 16 months of experience before I graduate. I'm currently doing my first internship as a very specific profession at a very large bank. I'll be doing another exactly same position at a large insurance company. My problem is as follows. All throughout my university career, I was obsessed with investments. Fuck no. Knock it off. Knock it off. You're me. You're too smart to be a dude bro finance major, all right? I know the allure of finance, and do we unlock the secrets of investing, and we'll get the alpha, and we'll calculate the beta, and we'll do the sharp... No. Be a geek, be a nerd, and then charge... They're not hiring... They weren't hiring finance majors in my day, and they're definitely not hiring them now. Particularly equity research. I've won multiple stock pitch competitions and have raised $50K in capital from alumni to start a small student investment fund where I generate around 4% alpha on average over the past 3 years. I'm convinced I can do this better than any business major can. Yeah, because you're in STEM. Yeah, I see people worse than me getting all those great jobs at great companies, did you mean to say? In both Canada and the US. Yes, because I'm going to say it again. I don't say it because I couldn't get into finance. I did. I'm saying it because it's true. If you want to get into finance, you want one of those great positions in one of those great banks, and by the way, they're not that great. That's why they needed bailouts. You need to do one thing and one thing only. If you're not related, if you're not sucking their dick, if you're not an outright affirmative action hire, and in which case they're not actually going to use you for investments, they're going to parade you around like a trophy. It was one of the Medal of Honor winners. I mean, maybe it wasn't a Medal of Honor winner. I think he was though, but he was one of the guys that put the flag up on Iwo Jima, and they got his ass back to the United States ASAP, and they made him sell bonds. That's what they did. And that's what they do with you if you happen to not be a white male. I don't know if you are or not. But that's what they would do with you. And what the guy did is I got to go back. And he did, and he ended up getting back, and he got killed. I'm pretty sure that's the story. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That's what would happen to you. You would sell war bonds. You would not actually be doing any of the work involved with finance. But unless you have a rich dad that works over at Lehman Brothers. Oh wait, no one works there anymore. Oh, I mean AIG. Oh wait, no one works there either. Okay, Anderson Consulting. And oh wait, that's gone too. I wonder. What's wrong with the housing market? Oh, this is great on this end. Yeah, dude, unless you got connections, don't even bother going and working in invest. Even if you have a STEM degree that's applicable, unless they're throwing the money at you. But it sounds like you want this. I see people worse than me getting all these great jobs at great companies in both Canada and the United States. Well, yeah. And those people, again, are not you. They have better connections. The truth is I'm resentful about this, as you should be. I want to make the change to actually work in the buy-side finance. You're not going to get, dude. However, I really like data science because it's a great hourly pay, intellectually stimulating projects, and fantastic work-life balance. Okay, then go with data science. Should I use my last internships to try to get into an equity research job at a fund or a bank? No. Or should I commit to data science and potentially aim for a top tech company, Google or Facebook, and like, ew, Okay, if it was my choice between Hitler and Stalin, I choose neither. I would go into actuarial science. I'd go into any place that they need a data scientist or an actuary or some kind of model programmer. If I had to choose though between Google and Facebook, Google, Facebook, and versus finance, I would go finance. Because at least with finance, they use data analysts and they use you guys for actually what you were trained to be. Equities analyst, I don't know, you're gonna have to learn financial statement analysis and valuation techniques, none of which work. And that's where you really gotta suck some cock. But they kind of do leave the geeks alone, although you're still gonna have to go a little bit because you have a skill they need. I would not work at big tech at all. At all. It is an Orwellian nightmare full of politics, social justice warriorism, corporate virtue signaling. And that's the thing. I'm like, look, are we here to make money? No, we don't hate black people. I know you don't hate black. No one ever accused you of that. No one ever accused you of hating women either, Google. But we do need to make a profit, don't we? And we would like to have the most amount of profit. Don't worry, you'll hire the best candidate, and don't worry, there will not only be Asian guys and white guys, you will find some minorities and women in there too. Just try it. Just try it. No, that I would not work in those industries. I look into insurance. Look into, here'd be something way more fun. Look into the casinos. There's some that might be interesting. Speaking of Vegas, look into anything but big tech. Because here's something that's very interesting about both big tech and big finance. More so big tech today is both of them rely heavily on being the sexy industries to work for. In finance and banking, that was in the 80s and the 90s. Today it's tech. In the late 90s, early aughts, it was .com. And they so screw you people over because, oh, you have to work in the big city for the big company. What? I'll work for anything. You see accountants do this all the time working for the big four. What? You know, I get to work for KMPG, Pete Marwick. Well, fine. Where do I sign up? $35,000 a year to live in downtown New York? Okay. I would go to where it's a little bit more interesting, something that isn't constantly being slammed into your face by Hollywood or social media. And data science, the game. I'm trying to think of what else has. Everything has statistics. There's an R&D department, marketing department. They're going to want data scientists. Maybe there's a company out there that just does data scientists. Like we do programs. You go work for yourself. You're a hired gun. Take on clients. But, I wouldn't. Dude, what the fuck do you want to live in San Francisco, Seattle, or Austin for? Have you been to those shitholes?
Because, Claire just hasn't been there. He just is being a dick.
No, I've been there. They're shitholes. Fuck the traffic, fuck the feces on the street, and fuck the bums. No way. No. Dude. And fuck the socialists, too, by the way. They're trying to, what was it? Seattle was trying to implement a city income tax, and it's like, it's against the state constitution. Don't try. We gotta figure out it's like, dude, it's against the state constitution. It's not legal. You can't do it. Yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. Boom. All right, that's it. Glad we talked about that. Questions, answers, AskSoConsulting.com. Yeah, man. Avoid big tech and avoid finance. That's all I'd say. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.